Hello, welcome to this video for the High Velocity Market Master. In today's video we're going to cover some trading here on the NASDAQ emini futures. And this really is a good market to trade when you're starting out with the High Velocity Market Master, because the NASDAQ emini futures are very reasonable on the margin requirements, and especially for people starting with modest sized futures accounts, this market as well as the Dow emini futures tend to be two very good markets to consider. Additional margin requirements and volatility probably moving on up with the emini futures would be markets like the Russell emini and then of course also the S&P emini. A lot of people feel, because of all the volume on the S&P emini futures, that might be the best one to start with, but we'll teach you some things about that market that don't always make it the best market, especially for beginner or even intermediate traders. There's some things about the way the S&P trades that's actually better suited to advanced traders if trading at all. So we'll definitely share some of that information with you as well. But this market, the NASDAQ emini, can be traded with multiple different time frames. This is just one time frame that I'm showing you here today. It's one we showed you here recently, just to show you the consistency of the method. And I'm going to go ahead and sort of march through a few of the trades from this morning. And you can see this little plus sign up here. You've probably been learning this over the last several days. Let me make a little bit bigger pointer here for you. The way that this works, this becomes a setup, and it has to do with what we call our momentum lines crossing, which we'll teach you when that happens. But even better, you can see our advanced calculator that we call it, the High Velocity Market Master calculator, will actually give you the exact entry price. And we'll kind of watch the price action. You can see the price goes back down here, sets up a short. If you watched the video the other day, you saw how pretty masterfully the strategy kept us out of a choppy market condition. We come back up with a long entry again here. You can see again, I'm not jumping right into the market. This is one of the things the method does really well. So there we trigger in on the long, and let me go back a bar. You'll see up top we have our profit projections up here, up above 1646. So we're going to need to get a pretty decent move here early to be able to lock in some profit. Let's see how we do. We're long from 1642.50. We're still holding here, no reason to get out. Market's going up and down a little bit, getting a bit of a impulse up to 1645 now, but still not getting up to that 1646 and change level. And we actually would have what we call an early exit set up right here, and it's something that we would teach you. We'd be getting out at about 1640.75 on the way back down. Let's see if it does take us out. Okay, so it takes us out right there, and on that trade we end up down about 1.75 points, so very small. On that one, that's actually under $40 in this market with a contract. And let's kind of press ahead and see what's next. We've got some short setups down below here, as you can see, in the 1639 area. We'll see if it comes down through that price. It does, and we would actually enter at 1638.75. We have a rule about not entering right on a round number, and you can see here we're short at 1638.75. I'm trying to get to at least 1636. That's, you can see my profit projection. That would at least let me lock in, a couple ticks on the trade. Let's see if we get down there. We come back, I'm very close. I'm just about 1 point or 1 tick away at that point. I don't know if we'll get a second shot down. Okay, now I come back down, and there I touch right there. So that allows me to at least lock in a couple of ticks. I'll probably have my stop about 1638.25, and let's see if it comes back up and takes me out. It does right there. So I make about a half a point on that trade. So I'm currently at this point, one loss, partial loss, pretty small, and one small partial gain. Pretty good outcome so far, because the market's kind of been up and down a little bit in about a 5-point range, nothing too dramatic in either direction. And this is one of the trade secrets that we're going to teach you, and one of those trade secrets is the power of quitting. And we're going to be talking about this trade secret quite a bit, and this has to do with using our approach to trading, which is with this methodology, as you're learning, is to get in, get out, and get done. So my power of quitting on the NASDAQ emini futures would be to have 2 wins and positive and done for the day. So right now I've got 1 win, I've got 1 loss. Okay, so when I say 2 wins, it doesn't mean just 2 wins and I'm done. It means 2 wins and also a positive result. So maybe I have 3 wins and 1 loss, or 3 wins and 2 losses, or 2 wins and 0 losses. It could be a lot of combinations. The idea is to manage to a profit every day that I'm able to do that. In most situations, I should be able to get to that point. I mean, nothing's guaranteed, but the method and the opportunities are definitely there. So at this point, I am 1 win and 1 loss. I need my second win, and of course, I need that second win to take me positive on the day as well. So let's see how we do. We've got a long setup potentially developing right there. So we'll see if we come back up through the price we do. So I'm long. Actually, I've triggered right here at 1641.75. And I'm trying to get to 1646. And you know, if I can hit that, I'll have my second win. Right now it's looking pretty good. Still kind of going back and forth, moving up, getting close to the first set of little dots up there. That's going to be my money management level. Okay, that's a good level right there, because at that point I can lock in a little bit of profit. Now it's pretty much all free money, because I'm trying to go for the full target, of course, which I hit right there. So at that point, I get a full target out of that one, and that ends up giving me, I think we said we were long from, I was back at 1641.75. So we pick up, in that case, 3.25 points. Definitely positive on the day. And you know how much time has gone by? About 35 minutes. So 35 minutes, I got 2 wins, 1 loss, positive result, and I can definitely end it at that point, and I'm all set to go. Now, if for whatever reason I missed a trade or want to continue on, or maybe my trade plan is to have 3 wins and done and positive result, I'd be looking for some additional trades, but you can see the market starts to enter a real sideways mode here. So, about 30 minutes are going by here. The great news, once again, with this strategy is it doesn't have a single trigger trade through all that. Even here, you might think, well, maybe do we get long there? We don't, because we never go long on an even number, on a round number like that, and that'll be something we'll teach you, of course, in the training. So as you can see, the market's going up and going down, and finally does trigger another trade here on the short side. So the short comes back down around. We need to get down to about 1642. Let's see if we get there. And right there we get to 1642. But in this case I had, it took me over an hour to get to that point. The great news was I filtered out a whole bunch of sideways mess. That's one of the great secrets to this method, is getting, dealing with the chop. And I actually was able to earn another winner here. I got my 3rd winning trade in a session that really didn't do anything that dramatic up or down, and it certainly wasn't a big trending session. You can see we've had success long and short. But sticking back to the trade secret, the power of quitting, there really wasn't any reason for me to put in all this extra time. I already had my objective. I had my goal. I can get on to trading another market. I can get on with my life. I can get on with my job, whatever the case may be. And then this morning, I really have it all done in basically just a little bit over 30 minutes. So that's our latest video here for the High Velocity Market Master. Like we mentioned many times, I'm just showing you one market example. This could easily have been a Forex market, a different futures market, a commodity market, a stock market. Definitely ideal for active trading. And in the days ahead, we'll be showing you a lot more markets. Make sure you ask your questions in the blog here. I'll be happy to answer those. And be talking a lot more soon about all the great features of the HVMM.